Alright, y'all, real quick. I gotta get ready to go to work. But yeah, man. So from the trunk, let me see if I can show y'all. From the trunk, there's the connector. This connector right here. The only wire on this, let's see if I can zoom it in. The only wire on this that powers the pump is this pink one. So you can hear the pump running. So that is clearly my wire for the pump, which is pink, which is odd because schematics say white or tan or gray, and it's pink, which is why this is like a one-off. I don't know what special box Chevy prize that I won, but yeah. This is it right here. Now that connects into this connector here, which is held down by a little screw. Let me see if I can get it off right quick. Okay, so I got your little screw. So that little screw unmounts this connector, which is what it connects to as far as what it goes into. So if we take off, so being that we know it's the very last plug or connector, what I'm gonna do, because I mean it could only be one of these wires. And like I said, I was under. This purple wire runs all the way to the front, and if I put power to it, it keys on the pump. But I'm gonna take this cover off just to make sure. Give me just a second, as I'm going to need this light to sit specifically, and I'm going to need both of my hands. Alright, so if you look here, the very last wire that has a connection is the purple. So yeah, that's what the connector off. And so there's a A, B, C, D, E, F. So six total wires that come off of here. And that last purple one, as you can see, is the one that controls the pump. And we can verify that by plugging this back in. And then if we go to the purple circuit, it powers the pump. So obviously, there's something going on with the schematics that we have. They are not true to the 1989 for whatever reason. And like I said, it has the circuit on the other end that has a totally different function, because that's pretty much the only thing that is my screw at it. That's pretty much the only thing that it does, man. So it goes from pink to purple, and that is not guessing. That is not assuming. That is straight power probe testing and verifying. Pink to purple. Purple runs into the car. Purple runs into the car into this little bundle, which we can find it here again. So powers the pump, and then if we come all the way back up front, you can see where I tapped into the same purple wire right there, which also powers on the pump. And that went to the side of the fuse box on that H. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Alright, so I guess if anything, this would be like part 2 after work and shit. So, what I discovered on this, there is a pink and there is a tan. The tan wire actually looks to be a little bit thicker than the pink wire, so it's probably supposed to be the power. However, the way that this sending unit was probably hooked up, whatever, it didn't happen like that. So the way that it is on this side, it must remain, because this is what goes to the actual pump. So pink being in the middle, the gray is what activates the fuel pump. The gray is what activates the fuel pump, and then the purple, which is the signal, is the pink wire, which turns into the purple for the fuel sending unit. So, I'm gonna either have to swap it on this side, or I'm gonna have to swap it on this side. I want to say I swapped it on this side before, but I'm not 100% sure. Being that this has probably been here since ancient times like that, it's probably gonna be easier to switch it on this side anyway. Plus I got more leverage and more leeway. So that's what I'm finna do. I'm gonna switch that over, and then we're gonna trace down this tan wire inside the car, and that should be the correct way. Spectre always be fucking this up, man. Spectre, get y'all shit together, man. Get this shit right. All right, so like I said, we trace the gray wire here, where it connects right there. It comes out of here gray. Pretty much in the same bundle that purple wire was in. Yeah, as you can see right there, they go the purple wire, and right out that purple wire come right there. T-tap right into that thing, and then I'm gonna put the power to it. Yes, sir. Fuel pump all day long, baby. So, Spectre, y'all threw me for a whole loop, but we got it figured out. Identify your weaknesses and make it your strength. So, anybody doing the LS Brougham, LS swap, and I traced the wires all the way from the front to the back. So if you're using a new Spectre ceiling unit, you want to make sure that gray off this cinder unit is going to the tan. And then the tan, I'm going to save you the hassle of having to go through all that, tracing it all the way up. You're going to come up here in front of your dashboard. There's going to be a plug that look like this. Tan and white on one side, tan on the other side. You good. I disconnected it from the tan and white side because I think that comes from from the ECU or whatever. We just needed a wire going all the way to the back. Yes, sir. So we in there. So now we can successfully tidy up all our wires and stuff. Let me hook the battery back up and make sure our gauge is working. I'm sure it is, but just for the sake of the video. So as you can see, you got our interior lights and everything. Turn the key on. And now our fuel gauge is gonna go where it belongs because it ain't no gas in that bag. Barely any anyway. Barely any anyway. But yeah, we'll go get like 5 gallons, put it in there, watch it move. But it ain't pegging out like it was before. And that's the important part. So, you know how I say it, man. Identify your weaknesses, make it your strength. Life is all about choice to choose wisely and productivity over procrastination. And the hustle don't stop, the grind don't stop. Gone.